Hi, this is Allie representing Team Scrumbags, and I am going to show you how to use our attendance tracking app, PawPrint. So first you are going to log in through our Salesforce portal as a professor. Typically the professors will have their own login. And once you log in, it'll take you to your home page. And from here, we're going to learn how to add a student, add a course, manage those, add a student to a course, and then eventually take attendance. So let's start with adding a course. We go to Courses tab up here, and we click New Course, and we can make a new course here. Pick the time and the days of the week that it is, and save that. Now you have an edit and delete, and this is how you would update and delete this course. So if you go back to the courses homepage and you click on a course, these functions are right here. So we can delete that course if we wanted to. Now we go to students, and it's typically the same thing. We have a list of students. We want to create a new student. We can type it in here, new students, all that. I'm not going to go into typing it all in right now. But then if we click on a student, we can also edit it or delete it if we want. Now, if we want to add a student to a class, we can click on a student's name. And here's the information and their actual attendance tracking records, which we'll get into in a second. But if we want to enroll them in a class, we can go down to enrollments and we can click new enrollment. See here, he's already enrolled in a few different classes. So we can click new enrollment. His name will be here. And if you click this little magnifying glass, a list of the classes are shown. Chad's already registered in these 3 classes, so I'm not going to do that right now, but that's how you would do that if you wanted to. Now, in order to take attendance, we're going to click on one of these classes. So we can go in here, just click a program name, or we can go back up to courses and click it. So if I click on this class, I can see the class information, I can see the roster, all the students enrolled in the class, and I can see the sessions. Now sessions are going to be our days that we want to track attendance. So if we create a new session, it's going to link a course with a session date, and here you can just click here and pick any date really and save that. And then it'll take you to how we actually track attendance. So within the session, it shows the course and it's just some calculations, the total present out of the total possible right now. All 6 of these are present, so those numbers are going to be the same. Also the percentage of that, 100% right now are present. So in order to update the attendance, we have it automatically checked so that present is checked. We can click update. And here we can put present excused, absence over here. It somehow got moved. It's supposed to be over here. But if we click excused, we can add a little note to say why that student is excused, and we can save that. And then go back to sessions. And now you can see that Katie is excused for this session, this class, and it was because she was in a meeting. So that is typically how you take attendance. It's very easy. You normally just use the courses and the students tabs. You can see the attendances through attendance and enrollments, but that is typically how you would use our application. So I wanted to go into a few different functions our application has. If you wanted to import a CSV file or an Excel file of students, we can do that by clicking this arrow and clicking import data. Then it'll simply take you to an import page where you can follow step by step with this wizard how to import one of those files. It's very easy, very straightforward. And also, I want to show some reports. So you can go here to this tab to see our reports. We have a list of some reports we've already created. You can create a new report if you wanted to see something different. But I want to show you a few we already have created. I already have them loaded in a few different tabs over here. So this is our first report. It basically straightforward shows the students, their excused absences and unexcused, and it breaks it down per class, which is really nice to see. It's nice to see that in this specific class, Chad has 1 excused absence and 2 unexcused. And if we wanted to import this data to play around with it a little more, we can go to Export Details. And here's where you just would click if you wanted an Excel or a CSV file, and you'd press Export. I already exported this file just because it takes some time, and for the sake of the video, I have it right here. And in this, you can manipulate the data to just see anything you want to see, really. So if you wanted to just see Chad, I could click Chad's, and his would come up here. If you wanted to see a specific class, you could go to Courses and click Classes. You can see who was absent by choosing just true, and so on. So this is really cool. It lays out really nicely. I already added these filter buttons, and it's just a good way to play with some data. So we've already gone through managing classes, managing students, adding students to a class, taking attendance through sessions, importing, exporting, reports. Now I just want to quickly show our community builder interface. While this interface that I've been working on so far is one that any client could use and see, it doesn't look as pretty. That's when we go into Community Builder and we can integrate our own colors and our own logos and make it just look more our own. So here in our Community Builder, it's laid out the exact same way. Here it's going to ask me to log in. Oh, it's just refreshing, I guess. It always takes some time to load in this. But it's basically laid out the same way. We have our students, we have our enrollments, we have our courses. If we go to courses, you can see the list of your courses, the term, the days, all of the information. You can go down to the sessions and see in each session how many total students have been present. We have it laid out just a little bit differently, but it's pretty much all the same. If you click on a course here, we see all the courses information. We see all the statistics, just like in the other view. We see all of the students enrolled, and we see all the sessions. And we can click on a session. So the big difference in this interface, which we haven't really figured out how to change and manipulate is that we don't have that nice update button here. It's here, but it doesn't work very well. So if we click, if we click View All, we can see all these things we want to see. Here's our excuse details, present, absent, excused, the names are hidden, but then we can go and edit and delete just by using these arrows. So it's still possible to do these functions in the Community Builder interface. It's just not as practical, in my opinion. In order to get this update button to work, it has to do with Apex coding, which our team hasn't learned yet. We just didn't have enough time. Also, our export and import buttons up here, they do work. You just have to open them in a new tab. A tab is loading up here, and you get the same wizard you would get on the other side. So, while the Community Builder is nice, it doesn't run perfectly yet, which is why I really wanted to show how this interface works just as well. That is pretty much how to use this app. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use. There's nothing really hidden behind any of these tabs, so I hope it was helpful, and thank you.